I haven't liked Boogie2988 for over a year now. A year and 6 months to be more exact. I think it's around that time length. And this isn't a video on Boogie himself. This is more just about his content and what I don't like about it the most. And the thing that bothers me about Boogie's channel the most is how much he tries to pander to people, how much he tries to make everyone happy with his opinions. It feels like he's too afraid to speak his mind on a lot of subjects because he's afraid of all the backlash he may possibly get. And here's the thing, dude, it's the internet. You're going to piss off people no matter what you say, no matter what your opinion is. And when you try to please everyone, that's going to piss off some people. And he really focuses way too much on what people think of him. And even if it's a small minority of people who are pissed at him, he'll still try to please them. Like, I remember he was making drama-related videos for a little bit back in 2016. This is around the time I stopped watching his channel. He was making drama-related videos about the, latest YouTube drama, about what's going on with this YouTuber and that YouTuber. And, he was giving his 2 cents on it, kind of, because, he doesn't really like giving his actual opinion on things. He was more so the neutral ground and not really giving his opinion at all. But anyways, there was a small minority of people saying, "Why are you doing these videos? You're a view whore. You're selling out," and stupid shit like that. And I guess he took note of these comments. He was like, "Okay, I'm done making these kind of videos on my channel. Even though, it's my channel, I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. I can make whatever kind of videos I want. No, I'm just going to listen to the small minority of people who are pissed off at me." And again, it just shows how much of a bitch he is. And look, I'd understand if this is some kind of valid criticism, but no, it really wasn't. The people I saw who were complaining about this shit were just throwing on stupid buzz terms, and they were like, "Why are you doing these kind of videos with your channel? Make the kind of videos I want to see." The stupid entitled fans that you're never, ever going to please, and you should stop trying to cater to those people because you're not going to please them. And so he deleted those videos that were related to drama. Some of those videos being some of his biggest videos, and of course that did piss off some other people. But those videos are gone, so you can't really reverse that. And of course, let's not forget the Anita Sarkeesian incident that happened earlier this year at VidCon between Boogie and herself, where Boogie was going to ask her questions and shit, and prepared and prepared and prepared, and he even said himself he didn't want to offend Anita Sarkeesian. He wanted to make sure he asked just the right things, pretty much kiss her ass, and to make sure that she's not offended whatsoever and not ask her challenging questions at all, and pretty much use her language. He even called himself a cis white male who has privilege and shit like that. It honestly made me put my face in my hand because it's just so fucking retarded. So he thought he did everything properly. He thought he asked just the right questions that wouldn't offend her whatsoever because, God forbid he challenged someone. God forbid he pissed someone off. Because, that's just the worst thing in the world, I guess. And guess what? She was still pissed off because from what I remember, he asked a question during her panel and she didn't have enough time left. And she got pissed off at him. She started, going at him. And you know what? At this point, I really do give Boogie props because he didn't, completely lash out on her like I would. He gave her a lot of respect. And again, I give him kudos for that because if I were in his shoes, I wouldn't give her respect at all. I would ask whatever questions I want and you know what, if she gets offended, then fine, whatever, because I wouldn't give the woman who calls people out during her panel garbage humans in front of an entire audience and humiliating them in front of that whole audience. Remember that incident too? It was Sargon of Akkad, I believe. He was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden she just completely lashes out on him, and he didn't say anything whatsoever prior to that. So it really does go to show how much of a garbage human Anita really is. And then later on, they talk privately, and he asks her, and he continues on. He asks her the questions he wanted to ask, and they continue on. And again, he's just completely pandering to her. And then she says he gets bullied because he's obese. And if I were him, I would have fucking cussed her out. I wouldn't give two shits. She literally fucking told him that he brought on everything bad that's happened to him on the internet. The bullying, all the horrible letters he's been sent, the terrible shit he's gotten. And she pretty much says he made that happen because he chose to be as big as he is. And honestly, that's just a fucking deplorable thing to say to the man. But of course, he doesn't say anything to offend her at all. He doesn't say, "Oh, fuck you for saying that" or anything like that. He just continues to pander to her and kiss her feet and be like, "Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you have a point there." No, she doesn't. Anita is a woman you cannot please. No matter how much you try to kiss her ass, no matter how much you try to pander to her and try your hardest not to offend her, she's still going to find something to use against you, and she's still going to find something to get pissed off at. Again, no matter how much you try to kiss her ass, she will not be pleased. So there is 0 point in trying to please her. And you might be wondering, why am I using this situation against him? You know, this happened months and months ago. Well, this ties into my main point of the video. Boogie is a pandering bitch who is too afraid to piss off anyone, and when he does talk about someone or confront that person, he tries his hardest not to offend that person, and try his hardest to make everyone happy, to please everyone. Well, I'm going to spew the unfortunate reality on you, Boogie. You cannot please everyone. Someone, at least one person, will find something that pisses them off, will find something to use against you, and I'm sorry, it's an unfortunate reality, especially on the internet. You have a huge ass audience. You have like what, over 3 million people subscribe to your channel? I think that's the amount. You cannot please all of those people, especially when you have like what, 500,000 views a video, a decent amount of people. And out of those 500,000, some odd, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know, people, there's always going to be at least one person who's not going to like what you say, regardless of what you say, regardless of how you word it, and regardless how you try to pander to them. Again, they're not going to be satisfied. And just stop trying to please everyone, alright? You don't have to do this. You don't have to make your content like this. You can be as opinionated as you want on the internet, and really, there's no repercussions. The only repercussions is just someone typing an angry comment under your video, and that's really it. And if that's really something you fear, then YouTube really isn't your thing. I am very, very sorry to say this to you, but if you really care that much about what people think about you on the internet, I'm sorry. Like, you have the wrong job, because again, YouTube is a ruthless place. The internet in general is a ruthless place. People will call you out no matter how nice you appear on camera. And honestly, your content would probably be so much better if you actually spoke your mind and called people out if you felt like they needed to be called out. And just not give a fuck if you offend people. If you offend people, who gives a shit? It's the internet. If people are offended, then tell them to go fuck themselves. That's what I do. If people get offended over the shit that I say, if they're angry over an opinion I have, then I just tell them to go fuck themselves, because what the fuck are they gonna do? They're a person on the internet. I mean, they're not gonna sway my opinion, no matter how angry they get in their comment. I just laugh at the comment and I shrug it off like it's fucking nothing. And I even make fun of those comments in some videos. It makes for some great entertainment. So the bottom line is, and this goes to everyone, not just Boogie, if you try to please everyone, there is always going to be at least one person who is pissed off. And I'm a prime example of this. I mean, Boogie tries to do the impossible task of trying to please everyone who watches his videos, and that pisses me off. So, yeah. Also, this video is probably gonna piss people off too. I'm sure this will catch the attention of at least some Boogie fans, and they're gonna call me out in the comments and just say how much of a terrible person I am because I don't like one of the most likable guys on YouTube. Apparently, that's what some people call him, actually. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. A fat fuck calling out an even fatter fuck. Wow. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.